In today's video, we are going to talk all about brooding, the steps that you need to take, the items that you need, and every single thing that you need to know to make sure that there's zero mortalities or a very low mortality rate during your brooding process. Now, if this is what you're interested in, stay tuned. Let's go, guys. I love you. Tata could share and say, hi everyone, welcome back to Pantten Farms. My name is Hawa. Now, brooding doesn't start on the day your chicks arrive. It starts before they arrive. You want to make sure that you are prepared and your room is prepared before your chicks arrive. Make sure that everything is ready, it's in place, and you don't have any hiccups when they arrive, because as soon as they arrive, you want it to go, and you don't have time to go start putting wood shavings down and putting brooder paper down. So what you want to do is make sure you plan ahead of time. So as you can see here, I've got wood shavings on the floor. Our system is a deep litter system. So we've got wood shavings on the floor. What I'm doing over there now is we're putting brooder paper. So why would you would ask, why are you putting brooder paper? So the reason why you would put a brooder paper on the floor for your day-old chicks is because they can't differentiate the difference between feed and wood shavings. And so for you to help them within that first week, it just takes them a few days to know that this is feed and they don't need the brooder paper anymore. Now, the brooder paper doesn't necessarily have to be just as what I've got in the video. You can have newspaper or cardboard boxes. If you look to your right, you see that it's open. So it's got wire mesh. Remember the wire mesh we changed in the last video? If you haven't watched it, go watch it. So it's got the wire mesh there, and you want to make sure that that is covered with tarpaulin. The reason why you want to cover the wire mesh with tarpaulin is to avoid breeze or air coming into the building. So why do you do that? Is because as I mentioned before, you are trying to mimic the mom. So you're being the mom, you're essentially being the mom. So the building has to mimic the mom's environment, which is heat and making sure that it's warm enough for the birds. So the starting temperature for birds is usually 35 degrees Fahrenheit. And as the week goes on, you reduce it. So every week you reduce it by 3 to 5 degrees lower. So you just make sure that you're keeping an eye on that. Our room gets really hot, so the way we usually maintain the heat is by opening up the tarpaulin from above. So the reason why you want to open the tarpaulin from up is because by the time the air comes in and it goes down to the level of the chicks, it's already warm and it's not such a cold air. Whereas if you open the tarpaulin from down to get air into the building, you're essentially inviting direct air to get in contact with the birds. So the air comes in and it's directly in contact with the birds straight away. So make sure that if you do need to open the tarpaulin, that you open it from up during the first at least 4 weeks of the bird's life. You want to keep that cold air off them. In preparation, you also want to get your vaccines and every other thing that you need. So you want to make sure you've got a heater. So this heater here keeps them warm. It's like you put your charcoal in there and it keeps them warm. And thank goodness this one is not smoking at all. So we've got it in here. And then make sure you get yourself a drinker for the chicks, a small drinker for your chicks. That water needs to be changed soon. And you've got your feeder plates. Make sure you've got yourself some feeder plates as well for your chicks, so they're eating. And make sure you always have food in it, especially for the first 3 days. For the first 3 days, we don't really do measurements. We just give them, as soon as they finish the feed, we put feed in. We don't really measure the first 3 days how much food they're eating, because these ones, when they came with an average weight of maybe 32. And so we're trying to get them to gain as much weight as possible in this week. So that's what that is. And make sure you get that. Sorry, I'm scaring them. And you also want to get a thermometer. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it from here, So you want to get yourself a thermometer. So I'll see if I can zoom in for you so you can see it. Now that is a thermometer that just takes the temperature of the place, and ours has like a cable that hangs on the ground, which then takes the height, the temperature from the height of the birds. Because the temperature you're trying to take, not of the building, it's mainly of the height of the birds. So that's what that does. So this one has like a wire connected to it that goes down. So once you've got your feeder plate, you've got your drinkers, you want to make sure you get glucose for your chicks as well. Now I couldn't find glucose, so what I just did is had sugar and placed it in the feed for them. I just in the water for them. So we'll just place sugar water in it for them. So that's what we did for our birds. Yeah. And obviously you want to make sure you get yourself some really good starter feed or a pre-starter. So what we've done is we got ourselves a pre-starter feed. So a pre-starter feed is that feed that you give your birds for probably a week or two when they arrive on your farm. It's upside down because the bag ripped while we're putting it down. But this is the Hendrix chick care. We got this in through Sierra Leone. It came in through Sierra Leone. There's a feed company there that sells them. So we went to Sierra Leone and I brought it in. And voila, that's it. So you just want to make sure they're not stressing like I'm doing right now. They're all running because I'm too loud. They got scared. So that's what you're trying to avoid. But they're well spread out. I know they're not cold because most of them are not under the heater. Maybe that section there, I might need to just put the thermometer there and see what the temperature is over there. But they're all around the water. We have a lot of drinkers around, but they love this side. There's a lot of feeders, but they love this side. So I don't know what's happening. We might just have a lot of heat on this side and they prefer it. So we try to figure out. I don't have another one of these feeders to add into the place, so I can't really add more heat for them. Otherwise I would like need one in that corner there. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this flock flourishing. Yeah, I'm really excited. We only had 4 mortalities. In this whole process, your chicks will communicate with you. They will tell you when they're hot. They will tell you when they're cold. So you just watch their behavior and monitor their behavior in the way they're behaving throughout the whole brooding process, and they will definitely let you know whether or not they're happy or not happy. So if they're too cold, they'll all go and huddle together, or they'll all get out together and be next to each other or go under the heater, which means they're too cold. If they're well spread out and everyone's eating, everyone's doing their own thing, no one's really sitting on their friend, then that means they're all happy. So you just monitor your birds, and the only way you will learn is by doing. And I hope that you have a very successful brooding period. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share this video, and like it as well. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Mwah.